a story and its meaning according to Likutei Torah of this week's Parsha. In this week's Parsha, we read about the Yidden, the Jewish people, complaining to Moshe Rabbeinu, and since they've complained, snakes start attacking the Jewish people. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to take a snake, and Moshe Rabbeinu made a snake out of copper, and he put it on top of a stick, and he put it on top of a very high stick, and he put it on top, and everybody that saw the snake, they right away were healed. Our sages ask us, is the copper snake is the one that giving the power to heal or otherwise? And our sages explained that when a person looked up, he was healed because he remembered about Hashem. He looks up and remembers Hashem, and therefore he was healed. There's a story about Nochum ish gamzu. Nochum ish gamzu. There was the Jewish people in the time of Roman received a terrible decree that the Yidden and Yerushalayim are going to, and that's Israel, going to have a tremendous problem with the Roman king. They made a lottery who's going to go and speak to the king. And the decision was a sage by the name Reb Nochum ish gamzu. He will go to the king and discuss to the king, talk to the king, and try to take away that decree. So they gave him a box full of treasures, gold and diamond, that they gathered from the Yidden and Eretz Yisrael, with a lot of toil, with a lot of difficulties, and they sent him with this treasure box to go to the Roman king. On the way, he traveled and he stopped in a motel. In the motel, he put the box under his bed, and the innkeeper realized that something is very interesting. There's a Jew going to Rome. Why would a Jew go to Rome? Rome is not a place for Jews to be able to live in normally. And he understood that most probably he needs to talk to the king. As Nochum was sleeping, he took out the box and he saw there's a lot of treasure inside. He took the treasures and took all the treasures out and filled it up with dirt, that this way it will not be noticeable that the box is actually empty of treasures but full of dirt. The next morning, Ibn Nochum took the box and continued traveling to Rome. When he arrived in Rome, he had told the guards that he's coming to give a special gift to the king from the Jews in Eretz Yisrael, from Jews from the Holy Land. He was brought in front of the king, and the king opened up the treasure, and it was furious. It was full of dirt and stone. As the king was furious, and there will be a bitter end to the sage because of making fun of the king and the Jewish people, Nochum ish gamzu just said calmly to himself, gamzu l'teva. This is also for good. And then suddenly, Eliyahu the prophet, as one of the advisors of the king, said, maybe this is a special dirt that the grandfather of Avraham Avinu had when he fought against the four kings. They took the dirt, Avraham took the dirt and threw it at the kings, and what happened is it became into arrows. Maybe that's a special gift that they're giving you. And they right away took it and they tested it, and they threw it to the soldier in the war that they had, and they were very successful. So the king was very happy, and he filled it up with jewels and diamonds, even more precious than before, and they sent Nochum ish gamzu back to Eretz Yisrael. He obviously took away the decree. Now, from that story, we see the way it's connected to this week's parsha is Nochum ish gamzu knew that everything comes from Hashem. So for sure it's good, because if it comes from Hashem, there's only one way, it's only good. So while a regular person was not able to come and to see how it is good, and was not able to see how this specific situation that he lives in, it's good, but Nochum gamzu was able to see and to feel that it is in this physical world, it's good as well. When a person sees a negative situation that happens to him, and he realizes in its source, where is it coming from? It's obviously coming from Hashem. If it's coming from Hashem, it's for sure good. And by realizing that it's for sure good, then it changes that in this physical world, we'll be able to see it's good as well. And this is what the story would happen this week's Parsha. They saw the snake. When they took the snake, Moshe Rabbeinu did not come and show them any miracle, but he just showed the snake. Where does the snake coming from? The snake that's biting and hurting the people, where is it coming from? It's coming from Hashem. So the source of it is good. If the source of it is good, therefore by bringing it back to its source, you're actually making that it's fixed in this world as well. And if you fix the cause, the results automatically changes. If you realize it's coming from Hashem and it's only good, it comes out in this physical world, it comes us in good. And we all see the good in everything that happens to us, Batev, Anir, Vanigla, in the good and physical aspects as well.